What's going on? Ryan here. In this video, we're briefly going to talk about option strategies before we get into the specifics. Again, nothing in these videos is investment advice or trading advice, nor should it be construed as such, right? I don't know your scenario. I don't know your risk tolerances. Nobody knows what those are, right? Only you can decide that. So important to look at this objectively as education on kind of how these options work, right? It's a lot of stuff to understand and be aware of, but as we're going to see when we look at these option strategies, is just how much control we have over what we're doing when we use options to trade. Okay, so the reason why I've chosen Thinkorswim is because it's so easy to customize, right? And one of the things I love is that when we come in here and we're looking at a chart, right? It's very easy to then look at something, for instance, right, and then start to make assumptions, and then very easy to then construct a trade and analyze it and visually see a representation, which when you're beginning, I think that this is like conceptually a very important thing to use, right? So for instance, when we're looking at this S&P 500 futures, right? And let's say we wanted to come in and now look at a trade. I actually put on a trade yesterday just in this simulation, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but if we come into another contract here, or another series, right? Another expiration, so January, this is 31 days out, right? Option strategies are all about figuring out how much time we should buy, right? Figuring out how much time we should buy, and if we want to have exposure to selling options, which means the option will decay away and we will make money from that, as opposed to when you just buy the options outright. Every day that passes by that the market's not moving in your favor, you will be losing money, right? So, and there's a lot of combinations of the buy and the sell, the put and the call, the different expiration dates, right? So when it comes to all the different option strategies, there's like a lot of things that you can do. And most people make the mistake of doing this, right? They have a certain amount of money. It's probably not much, right? And they want to make money quickly because they see all of this instant gratification. So they put some money on and they want to start trading. And what they do is they start looking at options and they see how expensive the options can be, when you have more time. And then what they do, myself included, I'm guilty of this as well, right? When I first started trading, right? These options that have less time, they're cheaper. They don't require as much capital. But this is one of like the main places that people make a mistake, right? Because the less time there is, the less cushion or padding you have for things to work out in your favor, right? And it's important to understand, I think you have to be aware of these things, otherwise it's easy to lose money. Because if you're not aware of these things, like I said, it's very easy to lose. Because remember, these options with not much time, the prices become very sensitive because the theta that's decaying away is it's exponential, right? So it's not like a constant, like it's constantly getting shorter and shorter until there's no more. So when you see people, on the internet posting huge gains. Just remember, there's also people posting huge losses. And what's frustrating is that doesn't have to happen if you understand the different option strategies and how you can use that to your advantage, right? If you're going to use or place massive bets, or if you're, you know, if you're trying to raise lots of capital or have a fund, it's really important to understand all of the different things available to you, right? So that, again, you can make the best decision. So finishing my thought, I kind of went on a tangent, but just for instance, if we buy an option and we come into this order, what I love about this is we can right click and then click on Analyze Trade. And then it'll take us over here and we can come into this, so Analyze tab, then this Risk Profile tab, and it will show us, it will let us analyze this trade that we've put into this order entry right here before we make the trade, and we can see what that looks like, right? So this is a single put option, right? And it's at 46.15 is the strike, and here is the symbol, and here is the expiration, and it shows us the delta and the volatility. But what's great about this is it allows you to see visually what this looks like, right? So the blue line would be the intrinsic value at expiration, and this purple line is the time value of what it would be worth right now if you close that position out, right? So really cool that we can, you know, put together trades and look at these different strategies and then immediately analyze them and visually see what they look like. So without, you know, talking more, I know I can go on tangents, but this is a very important section, and it's really important that we kind of have a broad overview of what we want to accomplish. Okay, so again, we're really going to be looking at all these strategies and visually looking at them here and walking through this interface so that you will be able to use these tools on your own forever, right? So you'll always understand conceptually like how to interface and work with these. Okay, so really excited, and let's get into these specific option strategy videos.